What is up, you guys? Today I'm back with another video, and today's video is a little bit special because here we have a couple lures that I really want to show you. So these are some lures from a brand called Handing Fishing. I'm going to make sure to link them in the description below. They are a fishing brand that sells lures, rods, reels, line. You guys are going to make sure you want to check them out in the description below because they sell some quite interesting things, and I'm sure every fisherman, whether you're a beginner or a pro, can learn something from their lures and products that they have over there. Here's the first one we got. So guys, the first couple lures that we pulled out here are the Handing M1 metal jointed swim bait, and these ones actually have the tongue on them. As you can see right here, we got the lip right there. It looks real nice. I'm sure that you've noticed already, but it's 3 different colors, and these are mimicking a bigger fish chasing a smaller fish, and it's eating it. So an even bigger fish that you're trying to catch will think that it's going to get some smaller prey, but remember, there's always a bigger fish out there, and these will definitely help you catch them. On the back, it has some details about their company, and then warning about the sharp hooks, which is what you want to see on a fishing product, is sharp hooks. And by the way, these hooks are Mustad hooks. So these hooks are going to be refined and really sharp because the technique that they use produces 50% higher penetration rate on fish. So that's obviously a good sign for fishing lures, and you can see on the top right, Mustad premium Mustad fishing hooks. Like I said, that's 50% higher penetration rate compared to other hooks. But let's open this thing up right now, and let's see how these lures actually feel and look. Here's a closer look at the lure. Go into the body right here, and there are stainless steel balls in here for better balancing on the lure, which is also another thing that you always want to hear. And later in this video, you're going to see me catch fish on these lures, so definitely stick around for that. These hooks, they are okay. Yep, you see they're already sticking to me. They're definitely sharp. Don't want to get stuck in those, but you know, obviously good for fish. Here we have like a darker color with some orange spots. We got a whiter color for better visibility, and then at the top we have like a largemouth bass color, which is probably what I'm going to use. So yeah, they look really good. Nice paint job on them. Definitely will work. We're definitely going to catch some fish on these later in the video, but let's look at the other products that we have first before we actually go out in the water and test them. Alright guys, let's see what else we got in the package. We have some rattle traps or lipless crankbaits. So the name of these on their website are Handing M1 rattling lipless crankbaits. And again, we have this nice like green color right here chasing a little shad or a little minnow, and a nice purple color and like a largemouth bass color. And they got kind of like a holographic feel to them, which will definitely help it look like a little bait fish chasing another bait fish in the water. So yeah, we have these. I'm going to take them out when we actually go fishing. But now let's look at the last thing in the package. There we go. Let's see what it is. It's definitely the biggest packaging. Ooh, that was real nice. I don't know if I called it out earlier, but you can see the length and the weight of it over here. So this one's 4.7 inches or 0.8 ounces. Number 4 size hook. And once again, they're all Mustad hooks with premium hook quality. Like a nice white fish right here chasing another little fish. This one kind of reminds me of like a snook or a striped bass eating a little bait fish. That's pretty cool. And then the bottom one, it looks like a pike eating a bass or something like that. This is their multi-jointed swim bait without the tongue. I love that it comes in a 3-pack because if you lose one, you still got 2 other ones, and then you also have diverse colors, which will help you in different water conditions. We turn around, yep, got more about the packaging and the product and their company. And then on the bottom, it talks about their website right there and their email if you need help with them. And then made in China. There we go. One thing I want to talk about before we actually use these out in the water is how unique their designs are. I've never actually seen a lure like this where it looks like a bigger fish chasing a smaller fish. That's just something that's pretty cool to me because I've been fishing for a couple years now. Obviously, if you look at my channel, you know I love fishing. And it's just really cool to me how you can still make unique lures like this. But enough of the talking, let's actually get these out in the water and catch some fish. So guys, we are finally out in the lake or the pond, whatever you want to call it. We're going to get to fishing. So here we got tied on. We got the multi-jointed swim bait. Let's get it on. Ooh, come on, come on. Come on. Come on, guys, we're finally on with the swim bait. Here he is. There we go. On that swim bait that I showed you, I'll show the package after I get this fish off the hook and release him. Don't hook me. There we go. I don't want to get hooked, I'm going to grab my pliers. So guys, there we go, caught our first fish on the lure. It only took about 5-10 minutes, so let's throw him back. Thank you, buddy. As you can see, caught on the lure right here. It's like this kind of like green bass colored.
It has 3 different colors. Like I said, I kind of lost one in my bag, so I'll grab that later. But we're using the multi-jointed swim baits right here. That's nice. Now it's time to use lure number 2. And I kind of forgot to call it out earlier, but when you cast it, you can really see the nice wobbly action on it. I don't know if you could see it from here because the water is kind of dark to see, but it really does swim well. It's like a nice consistent movement that those fish are going to love. And it, as you can see, it only took about 5-10 minutes to get that fish. So these lures definitely work, but let's get lure number 2 on. So guys, we have these 2 options left, and I think I'm going to go with the one on the left because these are going to stay afloat longer than these ones. And I don't know if you could tell, but this water is full of algae, so it's going to be really hard to get a fish on these just because they sink pretty fast. But yeah, like if you're in some open water without algae, it's going to be really easy to catch a fish on these. So we're going to go with these for now. These are also multi-jointed swim baits, but the other ones had a bill. These ones don't have a bill, so these ones should stay afloat a little bit more. So we're going to open these up and see which color we want. What color do you think would work best? I think I'm gonna go with this one because it looks like a baby bass getting chased by maybe a bigger bass. So we're gonna go with this one. Let's tie it on. Let's throw it out there. Oh yeah, it's got a nice wobbling action. That actually looks amazing. Looks just like the last one. I love the way it looks. I love the way it swims. I bet you we'll get on a fish pretty soon. Oh, we just got hit. Dang it. We just got hit, guys. Oh, we got a fish. Oh, I was just reeling and I felt a tug at the edge, and I thought it was weeds, but I guess down in there's a fish. Nice. That was the second swim bait with no bill. There we go. It looks like this fish has been hooked before. So there we go. Little guy went for a big bait. Let's throw him back. There he goes. So now guys, we're going to use our third bait, and this one should be the most challenging because you can kind of get a better look right here. There's weeds everywhere in this water, so it's going to be really hard to try to actually get the rattle trap through the weeds, but that's because this pond is built that way. If we had a pond that was more like rocky or slimmer weeds, the rattle trap would be better, but let's still try it out and see if we can catch a fish on it today. Guys, we got these 2 lures down. Now for the last one. Not that, not a spinnerbait. Here we go. See, I kind of lost one in my bag earlier. I gotta go find that one. But which one should we go with? Let's go with the second one. I like the color. I feel like it'll reflect pretty good. And let's hope that we don't lose it or snag it out in these the weeds down here, because these weeds are pretty thick. I can feel the rockiness. I can see it shaking. Looks real nice. Cast far. I bet you'll catch fish on it. Oh, oh, oh god, oh god, I'm falling. Okay, guys, sorry, there we go. Alright guys, here we go. It's a pretty nice one right there. Caught it over there on that that log that I was standing on. Let's get him a nice release, so I don't want to throw him back out pretty far, so let's give him a nice release. That rattle trap was probably my toughest one of the day, just because, like I said before, there's a lot of weeds. And there he goes. But yeah, a lot of weeds, so the rattle trap was having a little bit of a struggle getting through them, just because I didn't want to get snagged and lose my lure. But we did it. We caught 3 on all 3 different lures, and I think it's almost time to get my review on these lures. So guys, we have the 3 lures that we caught fish on today. Let's find a spot to sit down and give my review. This looks like a good spot to sit. Let's jump up. Let's talk about these lures. So guys, my personal favorite out of these is these multi-jointed swim baits. They're 4.7 inches, 0.8 ounces. A number 4 aught hook right there, Mustad, or a number 4 size hook, sorry. I'm ranking these based off of how I like them today at this specific pond. If it had a different kind of structure, my rankings would be different. They all have Mustad hooks, so I'm not going to compare any of the hooks. Obviously, they're different size hooks, but they're all premium hooks, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I like these because it feels like they drew the most bites here. I like all the different colors. I know I'm missing one of each because that's either that I lost it or I'm using it right now. So yeah, that is today my personal favorite. We're definitely going to be using these in more videos in the future when the time comes. But number 2, I don't know why it's so foggy right there. Can you see it? I hope you can see it on camera good. But yeah, these are my second favorite. These are the multi-jointed swim baits, but with the bill. You can kind of see like a hexagonal kind of shape on there, I think. This one's 3.9 inches, 0.5 ounces, number 6 hook. They all look really realistic, and I love the patterns. It's very unique. And once again, metal jointed swim bait. And last but not least, we got these rattle traps right here. I really like the design on them. They look really cool, definitely unique. 0.3 ounces, but it feels like they cast even better than that. And then we got number 8 size hook. These ones actually caught my biggest fish of the day, which I think is pretty interesting because it's the smallest lure. But yeah, I like the reflective kind of design on it. They look really nice. I would definitely recommend all 3 of these, and I love how they give you 3 different color schemes, not just one color scheme for each of them in the package. The quality on these lures feel really good. I feel like other manufacturers and other brands, they get kind of cheap with their build, but these ones actually feel really sturdy. They're definitely going to last you a long time. I'm definitely still going to be a customer going on forward. So make sure you check out Handing Fishing, as it says right here, or you can check it out in the link below. If you're in the market for anything other than lures, for fishing equipment like line, reels, rod, they have products over there like that. But yeah guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. I'm definitely going to have to use these lures in a different lake one day, test it out, because this is a pond. I got to give these rattle traps a better chance at catching another fish. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out handingfishing.com. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.